The question you've been asking yourself is, how do Arsenal sign a left back, a centre mid, a left mid, and a striker on £100 million? Is that even possible? Well, I'm here to tell you it's possible, and I'm going to show you how. I'm Tying out here for TK24 Sports. Let's get into this show of road to 100,000 subscribers. So, Arsenal's got £100 million minimum to spend. Now, that was the news that was broken yesterday on Sky Sports by Darnish. He came out with it and said Arsenal plan to spend no less than £100 million, and they do have some key signings that's going to come in. We already know that Martin Zubimendi had agreed personal terms with Arsenal. The deal is all but sealed. It just needs to be finalised. That they reported at 60 million, but tied down at least 40 million left. Then it's been reported that Arsenal have agreed terms with Viktor Gyokeres. A bid has gone in, but the minimum term to buy him at least is going to be 80 million euros, which is going to translate to about 70 million pounds. Time. That's now 110 million. That still don't make sense. Okay. Then it got reported yesterday that Rodrygo now has been linked with Arsenal, and get this one, his fee is around 100 million euros, which releases to about 80 million pounds. Time, your math is not mathing right now. We are well over 100 million already. They're spending on Zubimendi and Gyokeres, and now you're adding in a Rodrygo. We've only got 100 million. Okay, just to slow it down, I want to get into the left back and the goalkeeper, which is going to cost in excess of 50 to 70 million pounds in total. It's so simple. 100 million goes so far with clever accounting. We're not doing the Chelsea here. We're not doing Manchester City, which I shouldn't really say that because they haven't been found guilty of anything. But what is this? You get 100 million. And that 100 million, and when you pay the transfer fee, that's actually spread over the length of the contract of that player when you sign him. So the only difference is going to be is how much do Arsenal pay up front to get all these significant signings into the club to make Arteta's team a championship winning team. That's the Premier League and the Champions League. Those are the two trophies that Arsenal fans have been hoping for, dreaming of. Well, lucky for me, I've seen only 3 of them, of the Premier League and our old First Division, and so many FA Cups and Carabao Cups, but never the Champions League, and that is what I want. This 100 million is a minimum spend so far, and a lot of that is going to be paid up front, in the sense of, if you want to go and buy Viktor Gyokeres, no doubt Sporting's going to want at least maybe 40 million up front, and then the rest spread over the terms of, let's say, 3 years to 4 years. Martin Zubimendi, you don't pay the release clause because then you have to pay for it all up front. So then you're going to spend maybe another 30 million on him, and then the rest spread over 3 to 4 years. Rodrygo, this is the tricky one. If he leaves Real Madrid and Arsenal do go in for him, that one could be at least 50% up front. 50% up front, so maybe 50 million, and then the other 50 million spread over 4 to 5 years. If Arsenal can spread it over to 4 to 5 years, that's clever accounting. And there's going to be some negotiations there to get Rodrygo's fee down, because even when he just say he said 100 million euros, which is 80 million pounds, roughly thereabouts, you then still have to stagger maybe 40 million across the 4 to 5 years. And if you can do that, you can get that to 10 million, maybe with a bit of interest on top. Who knows? But what I'm saying is this: 100 million can really and truly transform Arsenal. Don't just look at it that Arsenal have to spend on every player. It's got to be the figure up front. That it just does not work. It's very rare you get about 2.5% on transfers that's done that way. Even the smaller fees of smaller players, they still get staggered over the period of time. And that is just how their accounting works. So this one, Arsenal can really and truly have a front three. A Gyokeres, a Rodrygo, a Saka, and with a Martin Odegaard. That in itself is exciting. That in itself should make you like, subscribe, and turn on notification on. Become a subscriber of TK24 Sports, because when we bring in news like this, you should only be going, hey, things are looking up. No, seriously. If Arsenal can pull off a Viktor Gyokeres, still keep Bukayo Saka to a new contract, and getting a Rodrygo to play on the left-hand side, considering that's where he plays, naturally, he only plays on the right-hand side because Real Madrid already got Vinicius Junior and a Kylian Mbappe there. Rodrygo's nose is put out of joint at the moment. He's looking to get an exit, and Arsenal more than likely is going to be the most serious destination. You could throw in at Manchester City, you could look at it Bayern Munich, but I'm telling you, Arsenal is going to be a serious destination, a serious one. News keeps on breaking. Of course, it's going to be when it comes to Arsenal, and then, it could be a toenail that someone's looking to get, and then Arsenal will be linked to that. What I'm saying is, Arsenal linked to Rodrygo only gets you excited. When Arsenal fans, and then you've got the creators out there talking about market opportunities with Cavacilia, this one is a market opportunity. Should it be true that he is looking to leave Real Madrid? And if Arsenal are really and truly looking for a left midfielder, a left winger, should I say, in an attacking sense, Rodrygo would be a dream. Saka, Rodrygo, Gyokeres, and then Martin Odegaard fit. Oh my God, threading balls through, backing up with a Kai Havertz, and then you've got a Declan Rice, the freight train, bombing on from midfield. You then throw in a Mikel Moreno, and you guys are laughing when I say this. You're going, oh my God, really, Ty? Yes, and Mikel Moreno join up there when you get a rotational play. And then if you keep a Martinelli, you sold a Trossard, Rodrygo and Martinelli on the left-hand side. But what about this? We love Ethan Ranieri, yeah? Now hold your horses. I'm not talking about selling Ethan Ranieri. If you kept if Arsenal were able to do this, you keep a Martinelli and you put him on the right-hand side to be with Bukayo Saka. You get a Rodrygo in on the left-hand side and you get him to then be with Alessandro Trossard. You then have a Kai Havertz with a Viktor Gyokeres, a Martin Odegaard with an Ethan Ranieri. Does that excite you? Does that excite you? Gyokeres, Havertz, Odegaard, Ranieri, Martinelli, Saka, Trossard, Rodrygo. I'm telling you, just that alone is strength in depth. It's a crazy strength in depth. And may I add, I didn't add in the Brock ass Gabriel Jesus in there because he's injured. He's injured for a long time. So he's not outside out of mind. What it actually is, I just said it. But when he comes back in, which he'll get more than likely going to get sold next summer, but that strength in depth is ridiculous. Going into a new campaign on the 25-26, Arsenal will have to pick up a major trophy. I'm not talking about the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. I would like them to lift a domestic cup. But I'm talking, you go all out, 38 games, you win the Premier League, you go all out in the Champions League, you get further than the semi-finals, you get to the final, at least a minimum. But all that has to come into play. And even though I haven't mentioned Martin Zubimendi with a Thomas Partey in there, with a Mikel Moreno, Declan Rice, my goodness, just saying those names, I think this could actually happen. I don't think Arsenal need to make a huge sacrifice to get in those players. If Andrea Berta is a serious sporting director, he will make this play happen. And if he makes this play, which I'm sure Josh Kroenke will be saying, listen, go and build me a title-winning team. This is the way to do it. Now, what's your thoughts? Is it all this possible? Is it pie in the sky? Is it blue sky talk? Is it all just hopes and dreams? Am I one of those creators that just says a lot of stuff, but nothing ever comes true? Nope, that's never happened. So, love to get your thoughts. We'd love to know what you're thinking out there. And again, what I just mentioned of all those players and how Arsenal could build a squad, it's one hell of a squad and one hell of a squad to try and beat. I'm tired of here for TK24 Sports. Again, if you're new to the show, thank you for watching, and hopefully this is your new home for sports entertainment of Arsenal and other teams. I'm Tyler here, TK24 Sports.